Ever watched a coworker crushing presentations? Or handling a tough client like a pro? Or magically solving a problem that you have been stuck on for days together? Or seeing them rally their team up for tasks and you just sit there thinking, why couldn't I do that? Well, guess what? You can and you should. And the secret isn't in some fancy course or self help book, it's right there in front of you every single day. Today, we are talking about how to hack your brain's neural learning ability to level up your leadership skills by just watching and legally stealing from your coworkers. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock and let's go steal. Okay, science time, but don't skip. It's actually fun. You know why watching cat videos is way more engaging than reading about cats? It's because your brain has something called mirror neurons, which means when you watch someone do something, your brain actually feels like you are doing it too. Here's how you can train your brain to think about this. Watching a coworker nail a difficult task isn't inspiring, it's free on the job training. It's like your brain is downloading their skills without any YouTube tutorials required. So instead of thinking of them as your colleagues or competition, start thinking of them as real life teachers or coach that you don't even have to pay. Instead of working next to your teams or peers, start learning from them with these 3 simple steps. Step 1. Identify skills that you want to learn, or in this case, steal. Look around your workplace. What's something that your peers are really good at that you wish you were better at? And make an actual list of things to steal. Something like this. From John, presentation skills. From Cynthia, her ability to keep her team engaged. From William, his time management skills. You get the point. Be brutally honest to yourself. Step 2. Find various opportunities to observe them and make mental notes. Ever thought about this? It can be very flattering to know that you have something that others want to steal. Then why not state it? Share it with the peers and say something like this. Hey John, I think you're great at presentations. That's my number 1 skill to steal from you. I'm aware you're presenting external vendors on our company's production capabilities next week. If it's okay with you, can I attend that meeting to learn and observe? I will find it immensely helpful. Observe how do they speak? What words do they use? How do they carry themselves? Instead of spacing out in your mind during the next team meeting, secretly turn them into live leadership masterclasses for yourself. Step 3. Ask and apply. Again, this is where the magic happens. Go up to that person and ask, Hey John, I noticed you were amazing. I saw how comfortable you were sitting or getting up and moving around the room during the meeting. Was this a conscious choice to move around and emphasize on particular points? Then actually try what they suggest. Test it out in real situations and see what happens. Alright, your challenge for today. Find one coworker who's really good at something or a list of them and start learning from them. Identify one skill you want to improve, observe a colleague who's great at it, ask one question about how do they go about doing it, and apply what you have learned this particular week itself. Try this and I promise you will start seeing leadership lessons everywhere around you. I once had a coworker who was master at handling difficult conversations, while I on the other hand tend to sugarcoat things too much and wouldn't end my feedback conversations as smoothly as her. So one day I just asked, how do you stay so calm when giving feedback? She told me one simple trick. She always had 2 conversations. The first one, she acted as a lawyer, just simply asking questions, collecting facts, and remaining curious, without providing any answer or feedback. And in the next meeting, she would walk in prepared with her flow of thoughts and prepared for all types of questions that the person can ask during the feedback session. That one small change of splitting my feedback meeting into 2-part discussion was a great tip from her in me becoming a better leader. That's the power of learning from peers. It's fast, it's real, and it actually sticks in your mind. The best leaders aren't just the ones who teach. They are the ones who never stop learning. And the best part, you don't need expensive courses or fancy coaches. The smartest lessons are happening right around you every single day. Thanks for watching. Now, as I always say, take what you've learned today and apply it. A tiny action can only make this into a habit. Else, again, this video would be another good advice. If this video gave you something to think about, subscribe to the channel for more such nudges and actions in the days ahead. Stay committed, share this with some other leaders, and I will see you in the next video where we continue to build your leadership actions.